Welcome to Let's Talk Live. This is our Sunday movie and TV. We need a better name for it.
We need to come up with a
name. We appreciate y'all being here. In case you guys don't know, I am Trinity Grace, your Gen Z host.
And I am Danielle Nikki, your Gen Xer.
Amen. If you're watching this later on or if you're currently in the chat, what's good? Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you guys don't miss anything.
Hello.
Do it for the channel and for each live separately. Obviously, we go live every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, so don't miss it. Thank you.
Thank you.
This stays on our channel, so make sure to hype the video if you're watching later on. We really, really appreciate it. You guys are really just fueling the fandom, the army of weirdos. Yes. We really, really appreciate it, so thank you so much. You guys can find us literally on any social media platform, like any single one, okay? At Our Two Gens, everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, Threads, like Instagram. Everywhere. You know, share, join the weirdos. Like, we want you guys here. Thank you so much. Yes. You guys can also stream the podcast on any podcast platform. We also want to say hello to everyone who's listening to this for the first time.
Hello.
Hello. I'm so sorry it took us so long to like allow these to be listened to on other platforms, but hello, and join us every week for this one. Literally Sunday, 8 p.m. PST. Join us next time. Thank you very much.
Come on,
love y'all. Before we get started, let's go say hi to our weirdos in the chat. Give some time people to come into it. Thank y'all.
Yeah, people are loving the natural, baby.
Oh, thank you, Les. Y'all make me so nervous. Like your comments and stuff. Like, stop it.
So it looks like people came in ready. Look, raise your hand if you watched the doc, okay? If you've already watched it, right?
Okay.
I need the hand raising in there because this was crazy. This is one of the craziest stories I think I've ever heard.
Yeah, and the way they told it was actually genius. Like, it was so out of order, but then the second the thing hit, you're just like, wait a minute.
Right. So we'll say now, if you've seen it, please don't go ahead. We're going to tell it in the same order that the documentary does. So for anybody who might be watching or listening or in the chat, don't spoil it.
No.
Okay. Comment on where we are in the storytelling.
But walk with us. Don't walk ahead, because we hate people who walk ahead of us, right?
I know.
Like, no,
walk beside us.
Stay with us, weirdos. Thank you. But if you guys haven't watched it, literally no worries. We're literally going beat by beat. And we're including things that we researched that weren't included in the documentary. So additional like information about our three people, Michelle, Angela, and Ian. Like, we got the tea. So, okay.
Because you know she's a detective over here. Y'all called her FBI on the last one, okay?
Okay. If I can find somebody, I'm going to find them, okay? You're not safe from me.
Basically, right?
You know?
I'm seeing lots of raised hands. I'm glad y'all did your homework.
I love it. I love it.
But basically, everybody's just loving your curls.
Oh, thanks, loves. Oh, my God.
So cute.
Wait a minute, I'm here too. Hold on, producer in the house.
Yeah, producer's in the house. He
Everybody
watched
say
it
hi.
too.
Everybody say hi. Let's do some blue and green hearts for our producer and our editor, please. Show some love.
Right, because we were all just like, what? I mean, pacing the living room.
Shocked.
Yeah.
Absolutely shocked. I'm telling y'all, like, shout out to the people a part of the production of this documentary. I think that was one of the best, like, put together that I've ever seen. We've watched a lot of documentaries at our time, and this one was very well told. Very well told.
It was storytelling.
Yeah.
Reveal. You know, don't give us everything in the beginning.
No. Just little bits and pieces like that. And don't reveal like the main thing. And don't tell us who the villain is until the end.
Yes, we want to know.
Oh my God.
Yes.
So it was tea. This is about to be fun. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Yes.
It's just the beginning. So if you guys know anyone who wants to join, share the link.
Yes.
Come on.
Bring them in.
Yes. Are we ready?
We are ready.
Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. Buckle up.
Okay, let's do it. So I do want to start with a quick trigger warning. There's a lot of mention of sexual assault in this documentary. And so this is something that we are going to be covering and talking about. So take care of yourselves.
Always.
Right? So we opened this doc on a 911 call from a woman. She's like, I've been attacked. Someone's in my garage. They grabbed me. They choked me. They threatened me. And she tells the police that her husband's ex has been threatening to rape her and kill her unborn child. She's really stressed out. And I mean, you can hear.
Yeah, you can hear it. She's like got makeup literally pouring down
As you
her
can see.
like face. She looks very shaken up, and it's literally body cam footage. We have no idea what's going on.
What is happening.
Yeah.
So then we see an email. There's going to be lots and lots of emails in this documentary. And it says, "You have stolen my life. You will pay for this." Then this story was all over the news, and we see some news footage about Michelle Hadley. And they say that she used Craigslist to terrorize another woman. We see another email that says, "Watch your back. You will die. You will never escape me." And then we get the title card.
Yeah.
So
Crazy intro. They did her so wrong with this photo. I'm not even gonna lie to you right now.
Right?
Look at that photo.
Did she have something in her cheeks? Oh, poor
Don't
woman.
drop. Anyway.
And then this one was all over the place.
Yeah, it's like, why that one specifically?
When you search for her name, this is the first thing that came up for a long
That's
time.
so unfortunate.
I know.
Yeah.
So this story takes place in Anaheim, and we get some background on Ian Diaz. I wanted to call him Aaron, but his name is Ian Diaz, and it comes from Leslie. So Leslie is Ian's best friend.
Yes.
So if you know why we're smiling so hard, don't spoil it.
Keep it together, y'all.
Keep your feelings for Miss Leslie. Keep it cute.
But yeah, that's
Yes.
his best friend.
His best friend. So in 2016, when all of this went down, they had been friends for about 20 years. They met when they both worked at Disneyland together. And his mom had like left the state or whatever. So she said she became his support system. So it didn't go deeper as to what that meant.
Right.
How old they are. I don't know if they were grown or teenagers or what, but she said she became his support system.
Yeah, and believe me, y'all, I did try to do research into his life, but he was a very like low key type of guy, I think, and a lot of people were very low key around him. So it's not much about his life. If y'all have info, drop it in the comments. We're very curious.
We are
but
super curious.
not much on him.
Not much. And so all we know is what Leslie's telling us right now. So Ian got the opportunity to apply for the U.S. Marshal Service. So he was super excited. And part of their job, they're part of the Department of Justice, and they're responsible for transporting inmates, protecting federal judges, things like that. So it's a big job.
Yeah.
And they do like runaways, right? Like people who are running from the law too.
But explain that to me. What's the pathway between Disney to the U.S. Marshal?
I don't know.
How did
did that happen?
How did we?
Exactly, right?
I was so
That's a very
confused
good
as to
question.
that. When we were watching that, we were like, Disney and a U.S. Marshal? Usually you feel like they're like in the military or they're like a police officer to U.S. Marshal, but he worked at Disney.
Hey, you know what? He's got, a man can have some whimsy. So Leslie says she trusts him with her life. She made sure she said that. She trusts this man. But she says their relationship is purely platonic. They are just friends. So that means that she was super happy when he met Angela, right? He loved himself some Angela. Ian always wanted to be married and have kids, and Angela wanted the same. So they kind of jumped in this really, really quickly.
Really quickly.
I have some stuff here. So
Yeah.
I don't believe Ian was a part of this documentary, but we do have a lot of audio from him. He did some interviews and some things that went on. So there's audio. He said they met at Starbucks in Anaheim and they hit it off. So she moved into his condo. That's literally what he
In
said.
the same breath, y'all. I was like, wait a minute.
That fast?
He said, I liked her, so I just moved her in.
Just moved her in immediately. But hey, whatever. After 2 to 3 weeks, he proposed because she was, quote, everything I ever wanted in a woman.
Okay, I understand, because in every Disney movie we ever see, they know each other for 72 hours before they get married.
Exactly. And this is
Like-
the love of my life.
Yeah,
Love.
babe. It's crazy.
You know, that's really interesting that you brought that up, because this whole Disney, like, princess and prince and happily ever after and everything like that, I feel like that did influence
Oh, 100%.
a lot of things in this story here.
So keep that in mind, y'all, as we like move forward.
Exactly. So within months of meeting each other, they're living together, they're married, and they're expecting twins.
Get up out of here.
Twins
Already?
within a few months?
Y'all. So y'all were getting active like the day you met, huh?
Immediately.
Like,
They're like, this is it for me.
that's insane.
So then we go to May of 2016. So Ian calls Leslie and he says that Angela's been getting some threatening emails from somebody called Lilith is Truth. So it has some real religious undertones. Says things like evil, wicked, snake, Satan, you have not heeded my warnings, things like that.
Yeah.
And so apparently Leslie and Ian didn't know what Lilith was, so they Googled it. And according to her, Adam had a wife before Eve named Lilith. She was banished from the Garden of Eden because she didn't want to submit to Adam. She committed adultery with Satan and produced a bunch of evil children. Lilith transformed into a demon out for revenge by killing newborn children.
Like, yo. The only reason I was familiar with Lilith and like the whole prophecy of Lilith and what her purpose was because of Supernatural. Hey. If y'all watch Supernatural, go ahead and drop that in the comments. So I was familiar. When they said Lilith, I was like, ooh, that's a very specific choice.
Very
for, like,
specific.
Your symbol of, I don't know what this is.
You can't control this woman.
No.
She's uncontrollable and she does whatever she wants.
Exactly.
That's the vibe I got from it.
Yes. Revenge is a very like
revenge.
It's a pivotal part in Lilith's like existence. She just, goes after the men that has spite her.
I mean,
is she wrong? No, I'm kidding.
So another Ian audio, he said that scared the hell out of him. He didn't know where it was coming from and that his wife, Angela, was super upset. So then there's another email. So like I said, we get a ton of emails. And in this one, it said, I watch as you walk. Good luck getting back to the condo. Ian does not love you. You have stolen my treasured home.
Huh?
So if you got something like that, how would you feel?
I panic. Instant panic. Because what do you mean? You watched me.
As I walk?
As I walk? You know exactly where I live. That makes me feel unsafe.
Exactly. Very unsafe.
Like, what do you know? Like that? No. I'm instantly up out of there and I'm finding somewhere else to be.
Yeah, I'm not staying home.
Yeah, absolutely not.
No. What is this? What do you
Exactly.
think this is?
Who
A
do you
horror
think
movie?
I am? Yeah. Ain't gonna get me. Nah.
Right? So this is when we learned that Ian had just broken up with his ex, Michelle, 4 months earlier. And so this is Michelle. So they said it wasn't an easy breakup because they bought this condo together, but Ian was still living in it.
Yes.
And Ian's like, I never hated Michelle. I don't hate Michelle. I just wanted her out of my life, and we're tied together with this condo. This condo is super important to them.
Very.
So both Leslie and Ian thought that Michelle was behind sending these emails. And so they went to the police. And there's some body cam footage of Angela telling the police that Michelle is sending these threatening emails. She's never met her, but she's afraid to leave her house, which is totally relatable, like we said.
Yeah, we're like, my life is being threatened. I need someone to help me immediately.
Exactly, because apparently she was walking her dog, and her dog was mentioned and all that. So
yeah, the exact breed of the dog, the time that she went walking her dog, absolutely not.
No. So they wanted an emergency protective order, but the cops were like, hey, she hasn't really done anything yet, so we can't really do that.
We got a round of applause for the cops.
Love it. Why do they have to hurt me before that happens?
Yeah.
They said it was like domestic violence related, and if one person gets arrested, then you can do a protection order. But they were like, F that, I'm going to the cops. So they actually went to the police, and they were able to get one. But somebody has to deliver it and serve Michelle.
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to do it?
Miss Leslie. Enter the chat again.
So Miss Leslie walks up to her house. She's recording it, but it's horrible footage.
Horrendous.
She's just all
it's
over
like
the
she
place.
never used a phone in her life.
Ever in her life. But she walks up. Michelle opens the door. She's like, you've been served. And then she walks away. But what was funny to me is that Michelle just stood there and stared at her. She got all the way to the street and she was just staring at her. It was kind of creepy.
Yeah.
So
she looked surprised.
She
very, very surprised.
She didn't know what was happening.
Yeah.
But even though she was served, nothing stopped. So we still kept getting these emails. And then it said, drop the restraining order or you will continue to suffer. We will steal your child and watch as it dies.
That's dark. We
clocked the we
when
we first watched it. Did y'all clock that we?
Who's we?
Who is we? But hey. So then we jump ahead to June 4th, 2016. Ian and Angela call the police again because they keep getting these emails, and they're like, what do we have to do here? She included these graphic images of people decapitated and things happening to children, and they were like, at what point will you do something? Because this is ridiculous.
Exactly.
And so they ask, like, who is this Michelle? Like, what is going on here? So Ian tells it that they were together for 2 years, and it had ended in August. So it's June now. But already she's pregnant and married and in the condo.
So he moving quick, huh? So it wasn't that serious.
Super quick. But then they start telling stories about how Michelle took a knife into the bathroom and she was going to harm herself, and that, you know, she wanted to blow this motherfucker up as far
they're establishing that she is a very unstable person.
Exactly. And she wants to also take Ian out with her.
Exactly. So they're like, our lives are in danger. At what point are you going to help us?
Right.
Don't wait until something happens.
Do something.
Yeah.
Right? But then they didn't. They left. As one does.
Yeah.
So we get another email that says, you will die tonight while someone rapes you.
It's just so graphic and so horrendous. Like, how is someone able to type this and send this to somebody?
That's what I'm saying. Like, who do you hate that much that you threaten them this way?
Yeah.
But they were getting more and more escalated.
Yeah.
So then we get to the craziest part, I think, of this whole story. So we find out that Michelle has responded to a rape fantasy ad on Craigslist with Angela's pictures, inviting a man to come to Angela's home and rape her.
I'm sorry.
Let's say that one more time.
I'm sorry.
Like, you are basically trying to hire someone to come, some random person on Craigslist to come over here
putting
and
my
assault
pictures,
my address, my everything. Come on over.
Y'all, this is so dangerous. So dangerous.
And that's when we meet Rick. So we don't meet Rick.
No.
We hear his voice. Okay. So Rick is the man who placed the ad on Craigslist. And he wants it to be like a home invasion situation where she's in bed and he comes in and attacks her, because what Michelle had put on the ad was, I'm coming into my home. And he was worried that the neighbors would see them and call the cops. And he's like, I'm not about that. I'll come into your home and we can play out the fantasy this way. I want to pause here because I've been seeing a lot of conversations about this online, and people are really, really surprised that this is apparently such a common
And yeah, I saw a whole Reddit of people after watching this documentary discussing this and how they knew people as kids who they were like, they grew up and they were into this sort of thing. Like, it's a very common fantasy, I guess. And it's disturbing because why?
Yeah.
You know, why specifically this one?
To be the one who is acting out and also the one who is being the victim.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm very curious as to how this type of fantasy comes about.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Like, what is it that makes it something that you want to participate in?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but apparently it is very, very popular. So.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So then we get some audio of Angela calling 911 yet again because Michelle warned her that she's sending someone to come to her home and attack her. Right. So we have this body cam footage that I put on the screen of the police approaching the condo. So Ian's standing on the porch. He's got his badge around his neck. He's got his hand on his gun. It's actually unholstered.
Yeah.
And he's kind of looking around. And then as soon as he sees it's the cops, he holsters his weapon. That's privilege for your ass.
Yeah, because if it was anybody else.
But we digress. So he holsters his gun. He brings the cops inside because Ian says he found this Craigslist ad and that Michelle had posted, and he's giving specifics about when Angela walks her dog, what her address is, exactly how she'd like to be attacked. And he's like, when, again, are you going to do something to protect my wife, my pregnant wife?
Yes.
Right? So then we go back with Rick, the wannabe rapist, and he's really excited, like really excited. And he walks up to the building, and he notices on the call box for the building that Ian Diaz's name.
A man's name.
So he was like, I'm
wait a
not going to do
minute.
this. I need to go. Because he said the last thing he needs is to show up and there's a husband or a boyfriend who doesn't even know that their partner really is into this.
Yeah.
And he's like, and then kills me or beats me up.
And gets attacked.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
he took off.
Which is valid on his part.
Agreed. Because you don't know how open people are in their lives to be able to talk about things like this.
Yeah.
So he bounced.
Lord.
I know, right? And then they get one more email and it says, the men won't stop coming.
That is a crazy threat right there. But also, that's illegal. Threatening somebody like this.
I feel like all of this is illegal.
Oh, man.
Right? Like top to bottom.
Oh, but I'm just saying that because apparently the cops need more.
That's what I'm saying. Like, at what point? Like you haven't even spoken to Michelle at this point.
That part.
Which is really interesting. All right. So then Ian calls his friend Leslie to tell her that Angela has been attacked. There's body cam footage. I think this is even the cover for the whole documentary.
Yeah, that one, and then the one where they're talking to Angela in their house,
in the house,
condo.
Right. So this is when we hear this 911 call again. We hear most of it now. So Angela's crying, saying someone came behind her, pushed her up against the wall, and choked her. She said it's time for her to get raped.
That's what
He said. Exactly. So she has a smudge of makeup on the wall where apparently her face hit the wall when this person attacked her. So the detectives finally show up because up until now it's been beat cops. So the detectives are there. She's saying what happened and they're like, okay, I have a warrant in my car. Let's go and talk to Michelle.
Right. Finally.
After
all of this.
Exactly. So there's audio because they don't have body cam footage of this, but there's audio of them pulling Michelle over. Michelle is strangely calm this whole time. They ask if she knows anything about this Lilith is truth, and she pauses and she says, no.
Hence the pause, and then no.
Exactly. So then we get an interrogation of Michelle. And so I wanted to talk about this real quick. When they first went to her, they went close on Michelle's eyes and the blinking. I mean, first of all, her eyes were wide as saucers, and she was blinking so heavily and so much. And I was just like,
eyes
the panic
darting over the room. Like she was clearly very distraught.
Yes.
Or,
something
nervous.
was going on.
Yeah, in this moment.
She really, really was.
Yeah.
And so then they read some of the emails and they said, quote, God's law is above all laws, including the law of man. And they asked, did you write that? And she goes, yeah, that was me.
Now, at this point, we're like, hang on. What is going on?
Really, what is going on?
We're being pulled in 1,000 different directions.
Yeah, I was judging.
And this chick straight up just admits that she wrote this email. So we're like, okay. Now what?
Now what do we do? Is it what we're going to keep talking to her?
Exactly.
Are we going to lock her up? Like, what are we doing here? But she did admit. So then we go to this producer interview with Michelle, and she says she doesn't really understand why she wrote it. She listened to a lot of sermons growing up, and it must have been a brain dump. So,
and we're totally not believing her right now.
Literally?
Yeah, no, because based on the evidence that we've received thus far in the documentary, we're like, she's guilty.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
What
You're
does this even mean?
traumatizing this poor woman, this pregnant woman, and your ex's new wife, and you're just like, why? And then all of a sudden you're just like, yeah, I wrote this. I don't even know why I did it.
And it seemed so like she was out of it when she said it. So like the producer said, we are judging the shit out of her at this point. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
So they ask if she knows who Lilith is. And she was like, yeah, I understand Lilith because she grew up apparently religious, hearing a bunch of sermons. And she explained her understanding to the police. And then they asked, how did you meet Ian? And she said in 2013 via online dating. Their first date was to Disney.
Oh, Lord. Now we are finally in the second half. Are y'all ready?
Disney adults.
Disney adults. Oh my God, Disney adults are very specific.
Very.
They enjoy the joy that you get at Disney.
Yes.
And like you get with watching these Disney movies and the idea of like this fantasy, princesses, you get saved in this tower. Like, the glowing thing that life is supposed to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what Michelle said. She was like, I bought into the Disney princess life. Like, if you're a good girl, then you get a prince to come into your life and save you and make you happy.
Yeah.
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 So there's that. But she found out Ian was obsessed with Disneyland. And she was like, this is the most Disney adult I've ever met in my life.
Right.
Like, she was like, it's a lot. Which is interesting.
Yeah.
To be like, I'm a princess waiting for a prince.
And he like one-ups you. He was doing extras at the date. He was like, this is how this works and this is how that works. Because, again, he used to work at Disney.
And apparently still goes a couple times a week.
Oh, my goodness.
I've been a couple times in my life.
You know? And I know there's more to do in Anaheim than just Disney.
No,
Am I
actually,
right?
no.
Am I right? No?
There's literally not. No. You live in Anaheim to go to Disneyland, apparently.
Dang.
Or to work. But he said that his type was Belle and that Michelle gave him Belle vibes. That's why he liked her.
I was like, watching this, I didn't really understand what that meant. Because when I think about Belle, I think about her, like, need to not be with a man and just read books.
Read books.
Yeah,
exactly.
and I was like, what do you mean by that?
She also liked the Beast. There's a little something there.
Good Lord. Good Lord.
But yeah, she didn't explain deeper, but I guess it worked on her because they started dating then, and they even went to New York a couple months after that. And he proposed pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Ian has a way.
As a way.
And not long after that, they moved in together. So boom, boom, boom. Right?
I mean, 2 for 2.
Seriously. But Ian had found these brand new condos in Anaheim. Nobody had ever lived at them. They just got made. But Michelle would front the money for the down payment. And Ian would help with rent, with the mortgage payments. So that was their agreement. She was super happy to do it. She didn't seem like, she said, Ian forced me to, do my bank account. She was like, cool.
No.
She cleaned out her savings.
Yeah, willingly, it seems like. So
Yeah, she was happy to do it. Good for you. So once they moved in together, she says things took a turn for the worse. And we immediately cut back to this horrible picture.
But yeah. Yeah, it is really bad. It's pretty bad, huh?
And we get news reports of the case. So Michelle was being held on $1 million bail, and if convicted, could face up to life in prison.
Whoa.
I have seen people who murder people,
Yeah.
who assault people who don't get near that much.
Yeah. This was crazy.
What?
Yeah.
So she was accused of attempted rape, sexual assault, stalking, and harassment. And we speak to her dad, Mike, on the doc, and he's like, friends believe she did it, relatives believe she did it. He was like, I didn't. He's like, it just didn't make sense. I'm a numbers guy. I look at the facts. It did not make sense knowing who his daughter was. So then he says, but my biggest question is, who is Lilith?
That part. I rock with the dad because he was literally analytical, like logistics, like this doesn't make sense. If 2 + 2 = 4, then 4 + 4 = 8. And it's not looking like it's doing that right now.
This is not 8.
Valid.
Okay.
I mess with him, actually.
I like that because if you're my dad, I would hope that that would be your first instinct.
That you would ride for me. I know my dad does.
So this is when we meet Jason Rayburn.
What's good, Jason?
Hey, Jason. It's a good picture of him, right?
Yeah.
So he met Angela back in the summer of 2013. So we're going to go back in time now. And they were in Huntington Beach when they met. So she told Jason that she was an attorney with the Department of Justice after she found out that he was in law enforcement.
Right.
They didn't tell us what kind of law enforcement he was in. And they hit it off immediately.
Yeah.
I guess in this part of California, people move super fast because after a couple months, she said she wasn't happy where she lived. And he's like, come move in with me.
Everyone's just so open and welcoming. Like, that's crazy.
Anaheim and Huntington Beach, man.
Yeah.
Everybody got space.
Yeah.
Right?
Options, It's crazy.
But hey, they fall in love fast. So Angela tells Jason soon after they move in together that she has stage 4 cervical cancer. And he was bummed. He was super upset because he's already deeply in love with her. And he wants to start going to her appointments with her. And she's like, no, I want to do it by myself. I want to be strong. I got this. And he's like, I wasn't happy about it, but what am I supposed to do?
Right.
I have to do what she wants. then we meet my favorite person in this story, Mary.
Oh, Mary.
Mary with her blonde hair.
Yes.
Mary with her emotional support glass of white wine back there.
In the corner that she never touched.
Never touches,
but it was
but
visible.
it's there.
Okay. We walk with her, styling in the half up, half down, the earrings.
I love her so much. The nails.
We needed to know.
Mary is my boo.
Yes.
Okay. So she met Angela a year later in 2014, and they became fast friends. So she knew her after the diagnosis, so she always knew that. And she felt very protective over her, kind of like a maternal situation.
Yeah.
So Angela was really insecure about losing her hair. And so Mary shaved her head. She like cut her hair in solidarity.
Yeah.
So
Posted
it just
about it
shows-
on Facebook and everything, you know?
Just such a lovely person, Mary seems like, because what? You know?
Why would you do that?
Just to
for
make
anybody?
her feel better.
Yeah.
And I just love that.
Yeah.
So we're going to go back to Jason. So he actually was able to go to one of her appointments. And he was so excited. So he goes and he's sitting in the waiting room. Angela goes in. He doesn't want him to go in, you know, back to the back with him. And so he's just sitting there and he's looking around and nobody really looks sick. And he's just like, I wonder what kind of place this is. Like, what are we doing? So he goes and talks to the lady behind the counter and he finds out that Angela's there to get a mole removed on her ankle.
On her ankle.
Yeah.
And her argument for that. Her argument was that she needed to get the cancerous mole removed from her ankle. Babe,
You have cervical cancer.
but that mole is
The
cancerous
mole is
and
the
I need to
thing.
get it removed.
But that's not what she told him she was there for. No, she said
Treatment.
she was there for treatment.
Lie after lie.
After lie after lie. So we go back to Mary and she's like, every time she wears this hat, because she's insecure about losing her hair, I'm noticing her pushing her hair back into her hat. It just keeps falling out, falling out, falling out. And then she realizes this bitch has more hair than me.
Put that on a t-shirt now.
Quote unquote.
Put that on a t-shirt now. It was so good.
Oh my God, I cut my hair in solidarity with
Yeah.
you and you still have hair
And you're pushing it back in.
it won't stay in your hat? So both Jason and Mary are instantly suspicious of what's going on with Angela. They
Yeah.
don't know what is going on, but they start talking.
Yeah.
And so then they were like, let's work together. Let's pay attention. So then there's this interesting picture that Angela posts on Facebook. And she's just like, I'm going through my chemo treatments, this and that. Doesn't have her face in it for anybody who's listening later. It's just the bag of the medicine. And Jason's like, So he puts it into Google. He starts searching and searching and searching. And he said 10 pages in, when he was almost about to stop looking, he finds this exact picture. But it doesn't belong to Angela. It belongs to a man who's actually
Going
suffering
through. Yeah.
with cancer.
Are you kidding me? Also, mind you, this is 2013, yeah? Now, I don't necessarily remember the photo quality, but I can assure you it was better than that. She picked a picture that was so janky looking.
Yes.
And also how lazy. Of course you would find it. If it was nowadays, we would just done the Google
the
Lens.
reverse, reverse image search. Find that so fast.
That is so lazy. But we keep hearing this
Yes.
about a old girl with the maternal instinct. She found all those fake pictures off of Google too. Like this is a
Yes.
thing for
not even
compulsive liars.
searching. Not even searching very hard.
No, it's lazy.
Exactly. So Mary, on another day, she called the clinic where she knew Angela was at and where she was getting chemo. And she's like, hey, my name is Mary. I'm supposed to be picking up my friend Angela. I just can't get a hold of her on her phone. Can you tell me if she's almost done with her treatment? And the people at the clinic were like, we don't have an Angela here.
I believe it was UCI, so Irvine.
Yeah.
So that's
yeah.
a big, hospital or sort
And
of
it's a
like UCLA.
network. And it's a
Absolutely.
network of all the different things. And for them to say she's not even a patient here,
Yeah,
bingo.
get up out of here.
Bingo. That's all they needed to hear.
Yeah.
So guess what they did? They invited everybody who was affected by Angela's lies over to his house for a confrontation.
Amazing. Round of applause for them.
I
And they
mean,
filmed it.
they filmed it. Sorry if the quality of this picture isn't great because this is a recording of a recording, but Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
God.
She walks in, everybody, friends, family, everybody is there, and they immediately start confronting her.
Yeah.
The first thing they say is, I know you're lying about being an attorney. And she's like, no, I'm an attorney. She goes, no, I went to law school. That was her answer.
That's not what we said.
That is not what we asked, because you can go to law school all you want. You got to pass that bar.
Exactly.
So, number one. And then number two, they were like, you don't have cancer.
That part.
Right? And so she stood there in this horrendous wig.
Oh, mama. Look
Horrific
at that.
wig, trying to hide. You have the full head of hair under there, girl.
what are
Like
we
nobody's believing
doing?
you. Nobody is
Exactly.
believing you. But she was like, no, I deny. I have cancer. I do. So Mary, our bestie, was like, show me the port.
Show us your
Show
port.
us your port.
And she kept saying it.
And if you're unfamiliar, so port's how you give yourself, medicine. It's attached to you. And she's like, no, it hurts. I'm in pain. And she's taking off her sweater and she's like, no. And then she's like, you're lying. You don't want to show me because you're lying. And so finally Angela gets up and she runs outside.
Yeah.
Mary follows.
Yeah.
The whole time.
With
Show
the
us your
camera
port.
like this.
Liar.
Yeah.
She was not playing with her.
Mary's amazing. For the smoke, too.
For the smoke. That's
Yeah.
another thing I need on the shirt. Show us your port.
Yeah. Show us your port.
Liar. So then we go back to 2016, and Michelle has been in jail for 88 days.
88 days. And during her time in jail, Michelle was confined to herself for literally 23 out of the 24 hours each day.
Oh, no.
And they denied her the basic necessities like toilet paper and feminine hygiene products.
What?
Just to put that out there, she was not treated well during her stay in this jail.
Are you kidding me? And that's the thing. And it's like, it's just basic human decency. Yes, somebody does something, but when they're in there, you still have to get toilet paper.
Toilet paper.
Yeah, but he was also an officer of the law. So, yeah,
So
I'm sure
that
That helps
highlighted.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not just some, beat cop. He was in the
marshal.
federal. Yeah, he's in the marshals.
Yeah.
What? Jeez. Okay. So, Leslie, our friend Leslie, gets a call at 2 a.m. from Ian, and he says the twins aren't real.
Crazy thing to say that
Drop
early
a
in the
bomb,
morning.
right? Just drops the bomb.
Yeah.
It says that this sonogram that we're looking at right here is fake. Found it on page 2 of Google, like we were talking about.
Again, y'all.
Lazy.
Lazy.
So lazy.
Page 2 is worse than page 10. So
At least she tried.
Pick the odd pages.
You
or
know?
something.
Page 10, she put some work into that. Page 2.
Right?
Come on now.
So Ian confronts Angela. She denies it and she leaves again. So we're seeing a pattern. She leaves when she gets confronted with her lies. So Ian and Leslie go running through the house and they find a bunch of pregnancy tests that have blue markers. So there's a blue marker and a bunch of blank pregnancy tests where she's drawn lines on.
Drawing lines on there. Ugh.
Exactly. So they take this, they take the pregnancy test, they take everything over to the police and the sonogram. And they were like, actually, I think that Michelle might not be guilty. Ian tells the cops. He's like, I'm having doubts after finding all this out. Because if Angela could lie to me like this, then something might be up.
Right.
So they were like, is it possible that Angela sent all these emails to herself? Like, really?
Yeah.
You threatened yourself with harm? And he's like, was she even attacked?
Yeah.
I was sleeping with the enemy.
Yeah.
He made a point to say that.
Yes.
So the detectives go back and they speak to Jason Rayburn and find out that Angela was never sick. So all of this comes together.
Is coming together. And upon researching, in addition, we realized that Angela lied about 2 pregnancies, not just the one with the twins.
Get out.
So, allegedly, she had a miscarriage in the spring of 2016 due to the stress of Michelle's emails. Found out that that was not true because Ian went to the cops and said that he told her to get an abortion because they weren't clear about who the father was.
What?
Wait a minute.
Yes, hold on.
Detail.
And that was all we know because that was his interview that he gave to that was the audio recordings of what he gave to the police. they skipped past that part. And then we got to the part where she faked the pregnancy with the twins. So she allegedly had this miscarriage. Prior to that, we don't know if that was true or not. We don't know if it was Ian's kid, but he asked her to get an abortion. So we're assuming it's not
It wasn't
his kid.
All within months.
Are we thinking this is Jason's kid? What
Right.
we have questions here.
We have so many questions.
So this is a little gray area here that we don't know if this is a real baby or not. And so
okay.
additional
Good info, good
information.
info.
Yes, Detective Trinity is on the case, y'all. So then we see some news reports about Michelle being framed by Angela. Leslie says that Angela came to her crying, saying that Michelle is always going to be in their life and they'll never be able to move on. So this is something she reveals at this point. All of this is coming ahead. So we jump ahead in the show. Angela was arrested on January 6, 2017, and pled guilty to all charges, including fraud, false imprisonment, and falsely reporting a crime. So she was sentenced to 5 years in prison, and after she served that, she left California.
Now, additional tea as to the police's investigation. During their investigation, they went onto Angela's computer and found 2 Word documents. One was titled, quote, The Darkness Within, an Angela Diaz story. And the second one was, quote, Daughters of God, the Angela Diaz story. Apparently, these were pitches for a Lifetime movie about her own life. Cops also found multiple searches on Google for Gone Girl.
You heard it here.
The silence in the room. The silence in the room.
This makes sense because when she was with Jason, what is his name? Mary found that journal of hers
Yeah.
and she had written in it,
Yeah.
like Gone Girl.
Yes, but we didn't say that yet. But yeah, she was writing in a journal and she was like saying things and describing her life like this was some journal that she was expecting people to find. And she was telling her story in a way that was so like grammatically correct and like cinematic. And Mary thought it was really weird when they were packing up her stuff. And then we just moved past that.
We moved right past that.
But she had been searching up Gone Girl and she had 2 different Word documents planning her Lifetime movie about her experience with getting traumatized with Ian's ex, Michelle.
Girl. Yeah, right?
Keep it going. I watched
Yeah,
it.
okay.
Keep going. I'm locked in.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
Crazy, right?
Okay, Angela.
Yeah.
All right. So in April of 2017, Ian annulled the marriage that he had with Angela. So now we're all done with that. Mind you, we are only 47 minutes into this documentary right now.
It's an hour and a half long, y'all.
We are halfway there.
We're like, yo.
What else could it be?
Thank
like,
you.
if you guys are like us, then you're like, move the mouse. How much time do we have left?
Exactly. Let me see the time code. Netflix
I
asking if we're still here. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm only halfway done. So Michelle is released from jail after however many days she spent in there. 88 days. And she's talking about how the media latched onto the story about 2 crazy women, but nobody is talking about the man involved.
That part. I'd like to discuss that because that always is a thing. We can view this case, but we can also view thousands of cases in history.
Yep.
How the women are always the problem. They're always willing to paint women as this crazy chick that just went insane on her ex and just slashed him, knifed his car. Like they're always willing to go that direction instead of seeing what promoted her behavior.
Exactly. Like we did this whole thing because, hold on. I remember hearing this story back in the day, and this is where the story ended for me. This is all I heard. Angela lied. Angela did it, period. Right? But there's more.
There's so much more.
So now we meet Jason Higley. So another Jason, so I'm going to refer to him as Higley going forward. But he is a criminal investigator and digital forensic examiner for the Department of Justice. He investigates cases involving DOJ employees. And reminder, Ian works for the U.S. Marshal Service.
Right.
Okay. So he felt he had an obligation to review this case because it seemed weird and because Ian was involved.
Right.
So the PD gave them the whole case file. And the first thing Higley did was listen to the recordings. There was a lot of recordings to listen to.
Yeah.
And so in listening to him and watching him, he felt Ian was anxious. And when he watched the body cam footage, when Ian leaves the room, so this was really interesting. So it was body cam footage. Angela is in there and she's talking to them. And so Ian leaves frame and they say he leaves the room. And Angela's giving information, and Ian screams from the other side to give her, to correct her when she gets things wrong, to fill in information when she misses it.
Yeah.
So he's just been listening the whole time, trying to make sure she gets it right.
The right wordage? I'm confused.
So he's coaching Angela, according to Higley. He's like, this seems really, really weird.
Yeah.
And it seems like he's probably involved, is his initial indication.
Yeah.
So he also notices how nastily Ian speaks to Michelle. It speaks about Michelle.
About her, yeah.
And so the cop said something like, that same woman, and he replies, that same bitch. Like he was so aggressive with it.
We feel very strongly about
animosity.
Her. Yeah.
And he said, Ian says Michelle fucking hates Angela because I'm not with her anymore. Like it was so disrespectful. And so when we were watching, I looked at my husband, who is the producer, and I was like, you can kind of interpret his behavior as being super protective over his wife, his pregnant wife.
If you're just like viewing it off stand, if you're the cops that are in the room, you're just like, okay, he's worried about his wife.
Exactly. Makes perfect sense. But what my husband said was he would focus on his wife.
Right.
How it's affecting his wife.
Right.
But Ian was totally focused on his ex, Michelle.
Thank
And I was like, that's a great point.
Great point.
Everything was focused on Michelle, nothing on what was going on in his house.
Yeah. Tell.
Right? So Higley goes and he meets with Michelle and starts asking her a bunch of questions. And she said there's a lot of misconceptions about what happened to her, and she wanted to really get the whole story out. So then we go back to their relationship.
Yeah.
So Ian calls Michelle at work one day and tells her while she's at work that he has a fantasy of watching her have sex with another man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this kind of like blew up her brain.
Yeah.
When he said that. She wasn't feeling it. And she referred to herself as wholesome, like sickeningly wholesome. She didn't smoke. She didn't do drugs. She didn't drink until she was legal.
Yeah.
Like she was like a good girl.
A good girl.
You know? And so to hear that was a little too much for her.
Especially from this guy that she thought was also wholesome too. This Disney adult that is okay with this romantic, bubbly lifestyle. So this came out of left field for her.
She has no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
And so I want to make sure that I refer to this next part as coercion because that's exactly what it was.
Thank you.
Because he brought it up multiple times per week after, and her repeatedly saying she did not want to do it. Kept pressuring her, started sending her links to profiles on Craigslist, mind you, of men he wanted to do this with. So he kept pushing and pushing and pushing. And what really made me sad is that she hadn't dated a lot before this, and she was like, maybe this is what women have to do in relationships.
Allegedly, she was married when she was 22 for 4 years, and they got divorced when she was 26.
Really?
Yeah, so she may not have like a lot of experience with like dating and relationships like that, but she had been married before. Just wanted to add that if that added in additional information as to like her personality, why is she you know,
because if you had limited experience and also if you weren't taught certain things or guided certain ways, I can definitely see how you'd be like, oh, well, I just have to put up with this.
Yeah.
Ugh. So she did eventually agree to do this, if you can say it's agreement, because she was coerced into doing it.
Thank you.
And the experience traumatized her. Even retelling it at this point on our screen, she was tearing up, and she said that a beautiful part of me died.
Yeah. Now, this next part, when researching it, made me very, very upset. So, allegedly, Ian gave her shots of alcohol and cold medicine tablets to prepare her.
What?
Prepare her, as her words when she was recounting this on a later lawsuit that we will get into, before this happened. He also recorded Michelle having sex with this man from Craigslist without her knowing.
Without her knowing.
And afterwards, when Michelle asked him to delete the tape, Ian said, quote, "No one put a gun to your head."
Bitch.
He's evil.
Are you kidding me?
I want like actual violence, I felt so hot. Like my blood was boiling when I found out this information. Because what? You gave her drugs and alcohol.
After coercing her.
Yes. To prepare her and filmed her without her consent.
Nobody put a gun to your head?
You might as well have.
He did.
He did.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Michelle. Yikes. But she ended up staying, which makes sense because she is probably not even aware of what happened to her, you know, what he did. And they ended up getting engaged. So she was hopeful that this was all behind him. She's like, I let him scratch this itch. Maybe he will return to the man that I thought he was, the Disney adult, and we can move on. Right. So 2 months after they got engaged, Ian brought up buying the condo. Right. So when they moved in, Ian started coercing her to change herself. Fake nails, belly piercing. She got to choose her clothes, told her how to wear it, where to wear it, when to wear it. She said that she basically drove to work, to school, back home. That was her route. But anytime she veered away from that, he would know.
All of a sudden, he'd call up and be like, where are you?
Exactly. He was on her like crazy. And then he put security cameras inside the condo.
Yes. And this is also around the time where Michelle recounted that Ian would ask her what she knew about inmates that were convicted of sexual crimes, and he told her about their conditions and what they experienced in jail. And then he proceeded to ask her how would she feel if she was one of those inmates in the jail.
What?
Random questions, but he would frequently ask her how she would feel if she was an inmate in jail convicted of a sexual crime.
What? Oh,
Random
so he was
question.
planning this.
Random question. Isn't
Just
it?
random. Just out of nowhere. Okay. Yeah. So he was always watching her. He was watching her. He was threatening her. Well, you have another note in here. Did you have something else?
Yes. This is also around the time where Michelle had a really good job, a job that she loved. She was a workaholic, kind of, but she really loved it. And Ian pressured Michelle to leave that job and take a job at Disney for a $20,000 pay deduction. Just so Michelle believed the people that worked with him, his ex-coworkers, could keep an eye on her for him.
Because he couldn't watch her at work.
Yes.
So he's like, where's one place where somebody can watch her all day for me?
She ended up taking the job,
Girl.
losing $20,000 a year, and not being happy at her place of business anymore.
Right.
Just so he could watch her while she was on the clock.
Okay, let's take a break and check on the chat, please.
Oh my goodness. All I'm seeing is red flags in the chat.
Everywhere. This is insane. Actually, who are you, Ian? Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Who is you? Thank you, Jazzy. Because he thinks he's the most upstanding person all the time. I think he knows, or he thinks he is the most amazing person to be with.
Yes.
She is lucky to be with him.
Right.
And she has to do whatever he says.
Exactly. People like that think they're the smartest person in the room. And then when they go into law enforcement, it makes it even worse. Yeah. It was giving Andrew Tate, in that slutty little purple outfit. And
Goodbye. Yeah, because why did he look like a Midwest soccer mom? It was.
he did.
It was insane.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely insane.
It
y'all.
was.
But yes, the more we learn about Ian, the more we learn about their relationship together, the worse it is. And the more you hate him, actually. I think hate is an appropriate word. It's aggressive, but well.
Oh, well.
I'm sorry, but I do.
Well, when you treat people like that, what do you expect?
Thank you.
And she was afraid to report him because he was law enforcement, you know? And for her to be in this situation and feel like she has nowhere to go, I just feel so bad for all of the people who are in those situations because,
Thank you.
okay, so she's in jail, like we talked about earlier, and she's getting mistreated because these are his people.
Conveniently that he asked her about the same scenario when they were dating.
Yeah. All right, so Leslie, Ian's friend, was over one night, and this is when Michelle took her chance to run. So she knew he wouldn't do anything to her.
Oh, wait, hold on. Can we recount the abuse in the relationship?
Yes. Go for it.
The fact that literally there was one time when they're on the freeway.
Oh, right. I jumped ahead.
Yeah, when they're on the freeway driving and they were arguing about something, they're still on the freeway. Ian slams on the brakes, pulls over to the side on the freeway and says, "Get out of the car."
Right.
And when she reaches to the door handle to get out of the car, he's literally like, "Get back in the car. What are you doing?
What are you
doing?
crazy?
What?
Gaslighting like crazy and making her feel like she's insane.
She's insane." And then I found another instance, and when they were having an argument, and Ian literally threw Michelle on the bed and literally held her down as she was like kicking and screaming, like, "Get off of me." He just held her down. And this would be like a constant thing in their relationship.
Right.
This is an abusive relationship. He is an
100%.
abusive partner.
100%. Mentally, physically, all of that.
All of it.
Run. And she did.
Mm-hmm.
So she knew that Leslie being there would mean that Ian wouldn't do anything to her.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't run after her. He wouldn't attack her.
Mm-hmm.
So she just took her opportunity and she bounced. And she's like, my hands were shaking as I was driving. She had zero money because all her money went into this condo.
Mm-hmm.
So she went home.
Mm-hmm.
She went to her dad's house and stayed there.
Mm-hmm.
And when she got there, immediately Ian started harassing her. The phone calls, just incessantly, calling, leaving voice messages, text, calling her out her name, saying she'll regret it. And then they started getting notifications that her parents were getting background checks run on them because, again, he's law enforcement. So he is just tormenting her. He knows exactly where she is because he was tracking her somehow before. And
yeah. And Michelle recounted that she believed that he was stalking her because she would find a white SUV, the same one that he drove, without its license plate, everywhere that she was at. Her university, her work, down the street, at the grocery store. She just felt paranoid all the time because this white SUV, the same one conveniently that Ian drove, was always around.
She said she felt like a hunted animal.
It's pretty accurate.
It's a very good description. And she thought he was going to kill her. So at this point, mentally, this is when she writes the 2 emails that she admitted to the police that she wrote. They were just 2, right? And after this, she has what's being described as a dissociative episode. So she's in her car and she just starts driving and she loses about 24 hours of time. And when she wakes up, she is in Arizona in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
She said a Native American family found her wandering and got her some help. So took her to the hospital and she was diagnosed with complex PTSD based on what he put her through.
That's insane. That is actually insane.
It is. It is. For one person to give you PTSD, not an event.
Yeah.
Like the things that they intentionally did to you.
Yes. Evil.
Yep. So Higley, we go back to Higley. He believed that Ian abused his position as a U.S. Marshal.
100%.
And he believed Michelle's story.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My God.
Because she was like, he's going to think I'm crazy, but I'm going to tell him anyway. And he actually believed her.
Good.
So he realizes that Ian took the 2 emails that Michelle wrote, mimicked her voice, and he wrote all of the subsequent emails.
What?
Yeah.
Y'all, that's insane.
And Higley believes that Angela was only the sidekick.
Yeah.
Ian is the mastermind who framed his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. Now, to provide a bit of information that was not in the Netflix documentary, but is pivotal to understand why this happened. So, we know that Michelle moved out of the condo. We also know that they were both on the mortgage. Both of their names were on the mortgage. So, even though she moved out, she still had to make those payments, right? She was upset about that.
Right.
And so they each hired property lawyers to try to figure the situation out. This condo is their baby, right?
Clearly.
Who gets it? Who doesn't get it? So months go by. It's messy. The lawyers are going back and forth. Eventually, they finally reach an agreement. Michelle continues to make the payments until June of 2016. And then in June of 2016, Ian is supposed to assume the full payments of the condo. Do you know what also happened in June of 2016?
Tell us.
Angela started getting emails from Michelle.
Yes, harassing emails from Michelle. How convenient.
How convenient is that?
Interesting. He's not even good at this.
No, his timing is sloppy.
Okay. Okay. This guy. So Higley decides that he needs to talk to Rick. Y'all remember Rick?
Y'all remember Rick?
Yeah, I remember Rick from Craigslist.
Oh, Lord.
All right. So Rick wants to stay anonymous because he is a single dad. He has a child, and he doesn't want his sexual desires like out there affecting his life, which I understand. But this is when he reiterates that this is a very popular fantasy. So he placed the ad, and Lilith replied. And Higley found it odd that Ian was able to identify and communicate with Rick on Craigslist, because we did talk about when they called the police, Ian was like, I've been talking to him. I found him.
Right.
I found this thing. So Higley has a digital forensics team, and they didn't find evidence of Ian going to a ton of other fantasy posts. It's not like he was searching around, who's contacting my wife? Who's contacting my wife? His very first one went to Rick.
He found it on the first try.
Impossible.
Near impossible.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
So of all the people, with this being such a popular kink.
Yeah. You managed to find the one person that was communicating with your wife.
Got it.
Yeah.
But this is where Ian is a sloppy criminal. Okay. So Ian used his personal email to jump into the communication thread with Rick that he was having with Lilith. And so Rick didn't realize that he was going from talking to Lilith to talking to Ian because the communication was so smooth. The voice patterns were the same. Everything was so similar. Rick thought he was talking to the same person.
Look at that, y'all. Look at that.
So Ian is the one who asked if Rick was headed to the condo that night. So in the thread saying, "Are you coming to see me tonight?" How would he have known that it was tonight?
Thank you.
That he was coming to the condo.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it was really fun listening to Higley go through this because I love like the detective of it and the evidence and all this stuff. So he's just laying out the trail.
Yeah.
So Rick said yes, he's coming that night, but he was like, she's a little eager. So I'm going to need voice confirmation that this is actually her.
Right.
And so a woman did call him. We don't know who it is.
Don't know.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. It was Angela.
It was Angela. I'm sorry. This is dumb. The whole allegedly girl, we know.
It was Angela. They had recordings of it. We heard it.
We heard her voice in the body cam footage, and then we heard the recording. It's like, babe, that's it. That's come on.
You. Come on now. So Rick was like, cool, let's get this done.
Yeah.
You remember? He literally said, let's get this done.
Let's get this done. And we paused it. And I was like, why is he acting like this is a job he's got to do, you know? Like he's burdened. He's got to go and do this job.
Go handle this business.
Exactly. I was like, why is he saying it like this? Like it's not a fantasy that you guys are both like, that's so weird.
Right. So the forensics team also found out that while Angela was on the phone calling the police department to report that Michelle had sent a rapist to her home, Ian was actively encouraging Rick to come over in their chat.
Encouraging him to come over. Someone afraid that a stranger is going to come to your house for your wife, would it encourage somebody to come over to their place?
At the exact same time. Yeah, exactly. So the message said, the gate and door are open. Come in.
What?
Exactly. So Ian told the police, I knew you were coming. I was just going to detain them. And this is when he's standing on the porch with his hand on the gun.
That's crazy work. I'm sorry. That is crazy work. You should be standing there with the doors and the gates locked, ready if the cops are going to show up. But you're what?
Exactly. He lured him over and he was standing there with his gun in his hand.
Yeah. The optics are crazy.
Does not look good. So Ian put everything on Michelle, but Higley was not buying it when he was going through all the evidence. So because the cops wouldn't act, Ian and Angela kept increasing the threat, right? So it started with the threatening emails, then emails with violent pics, then arranging a rape. Again, Ian had his gun and badge out.
That's wild.
And what Higley was talking about is like the reason he did this was to convince police when they arrived that first he's one of them, right? I'm one of you. Don't worry about this. Come over and help me, right? And the threat was so bad that he had to be waiting outside.
Right. He understands the importance of optics.
Exactly.
And of the psychology of law enforcement. And the boys in blue are brothers in blue. And brothers is so, there's women too. Also.
Yes. Siblings.
Yeah,
in
that's
blue.
what I'm saying. But this link up that law enforcement have with each other, you know?
Yeah.
The instant like, oh, I'm messing with this guy. He couldn't have possibly guard down instantly.
Yeah. And then also, I'm going to do everything I can to help you.
Yeah.
Because,
Problematic.
Right. So then after this, then we finally have an in-person attack. And that's when things start moving with this thing. And so the last bit of evidence the forensic team found was fragments of Lilith is Truth emails in Ian's temp files on his DOJ laptop.
You're kidding me. Okay, you think he'd be at least somewhat good at doing this since he is a marshal and all, but like he is so sloppy and
So
lazy.
sloppy.
They made it so he basically let out the red carpet for them. He said, this way, your
Right.
investigation is easy as I don't know what.
Why would you do that on your work laptop?
Yeah, that part.
Dummy.
And also he had to have known, even I knew that, and I'm not tech savvy at all. Like,
You're just the FBI.
no, okay.
So Ian Diaz was finally arrested May 13th, 2021. He was fired from the U.S. Marshals 2 years later in
That's
2023
so long.
because they tend to put them on paid leave or unpaid leave or whatever. So it took a while, but he was finally fired. And he ended up being found guilty on all counts: stalking, perjury, and obstruction of justice. And he is currently serving 10 years in Texas. I have a thought.
Please.
When it was Michelle, she was going to get life.
Life.
Why did he get 10 years?
That part.
It
That
was
part.
actually him.
That part. Yeah, we can highlight that fact about how they're always way more aggressive with our sentences as the crazy woman, the crazy jealous woman.
Right. A woman who is being assaulted by someone and finally kills her assaulter and they have to go to jail.
Exactly. It's honestly so flawed. And it's biased because it's not set in stone. If you
Right.
do A, B, C, you don't get D. You literally A plus B, maybe you'll get like an F or, it's like, I don't understand.
Right.
It should
It's
be-
based on whatever they feel like.
Exactly. Whatever the judge, whatever everyone involved feels like in that moment.
Right. So then you can be like, why would Ian do this? And Higley was like, yeah, you can say it was about the condo. And he said, but what I really do think it was is because he lost control of Michelle. Michelle got out.
Yeah.
She left. And he did everything he could to make her life miserable, continuing.
Yeah.
And he believed that Angela was the perfect partner because she loved portraying herself as a victim.
She really did. She was more than okay to, fake that attack in the garage and cry her tears and
Yes.
and fake having cancer. Like, she didn't pick lies that, made her seem like she was the most powerful woman of all
no.
time.
Victim.
She picked lies that made her seem like she was a victim, that she was fragile,
Everything is happening to her.
and she was far from it.
Oh my goodness. When we first put this documentary on, my husband was in the kitchen and he heard her crying. He said, that sounds like a fake cry.
Instantly?
We didn't know what was happening yet.
How can we tune in on that?
I know. But he was like,
Crazy.
fake cry.
He said, that's a lie. I don't even know what's going on, but that's a lie. All right. Now, we are literally almost at the end of the documentary, but before we proceed at the finale, now we should go into what was missed and what the police missed
Got it.
in the investigation. Lock in, y'all.
Lock in.
So, 8 months prior to the Lilith is Truth emails, Ian filed a restraining order against Michelle.
Right.
In this restraining order, he accused her of trying to blackmail him, accused her of drinking, being an addict in that sense, saying, I effing hate you, and insulting his masculinity. The judge denied it.
Really?
He was trying to portray himself as the victim in this restraining order, the judge said, nah,
I'm not buying it.
8 months prior.
Interesting.
In May of 2016, Michelle was receiving notifications from Google and Microsoft, leading her to believe that someone was trying to create accounts with her information. She got a message from Craigslist in June asking her to verify an ad that she had created titled Gang Rape Fantasy.
Oh.
Michelle called the cops 4 times under suspicions that Ian was impersonating her before she was arrested. She called the cops 4 times before she was arrested.
What?
She also reached out to the FBI and the DOJ, but allegedly nobody returned her calls or followed up on her claims.
Wow. Wow.
Yes. Before Michelle was arrested as well, Anaheim police got a warrant to obtain Craigslist IP addresses. Then they linked the rape fantasy ads to Ian's emails before she was arrested. And despite this evidence, they arrested her a month later.
What? What is the point here? Call the police, they say. What would you do if the police...
Nothing.
Really?
They will do nothing.
Oh, my God.
There was so much evidence, proof,
Yes.
that he was behind it. What do you mean the IP addresses went back to his email for the ads that he was saying that Michelle was creating?
That's what I'm saying. You knew this already, but you still put her in jail for 88 days?
Yes, that she cannot get back.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. And apparently, Michelle was arrested twice. They did not put that in the Netflix documentary. They only talked about the second one.
Right.
So let's talk about the first one.
Please do.
After she was arrested for the first time with the Craigslist ad, she made bail at $100,000 with help from her parents. She was released the following day. Angela claimed that the threatening messages stopped while Michelle was in custody, but then continued immediately after Michelle got out. But what she didn't know was that the police had confiscated all of Michelle's devices, so there was no way that Michelle could have sent another email.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is where the lawsuit came in.
There is
Yes.
no way she could have sent another email.
So Michelle is victimized over and over and over again.
Yes. And literally in July of that same year, a 17-year-old boy was found outside of the home of Angela's place saying that he was responding to another Craigslist ad. Angela called the police. The police were like, oh my God, Michelle's back to it. How could she? She doesn't
Right.
have her devices.
She doesn't have her stuff.
They went and they arrested her again. This time the bail was set at $1 million.
Wow.
Her parents came over and said, I'm sorry, but we already paid you bail for $100,000. Pick bail or pick a lawyer. She picked a lawyer
Yeah.
and proceeded to stay in jail for 88 days.
Huh. That
They
is
failed her
over.
so many times.
Because he is law enforcement. So I saw somebody in the chat said, okay, yeah, he called in a favor or something.
Yeah, because there's no way
You
that
have
they had
evidence.
that evidence.
Pointing to him.
Yes. Get up out of here.
Okay.
That's crazy.
And I don't want to jump ahead or anything like that, but Angela is the friend, right?
No, Leslie is the friend.
Leslie
Angela is
Ian's
the
friend.
Yes. Leslie is Ian's friend.
Okay, and we remember what she said about Michelle, if she was not guilty.
I think I know what you're talking about. I think it's coming up.
Okay,
Yeah.
because that ties
Absolutely.
into what you were talking about as far as how people viewed Michelle, like
Yeah.
she was guilty. Period.
Period. From the start, there's nothing you can say. Right?
Crazy work. So the police failed her so many times.
Yes.
And all of that information was obtained afterwards when, yes, she did the lawsuit against the Anaheim Police Department, in which she won and got a nice little settlement back.
Yes, she did.
Good for her.
As she should.
Yeah.
Ugh, I'm so mad.
I know, because like, how do you fail over and over and over and over again?
Yeah, I'm with the chat. I'm listening in on y'all. I've watched the documentary, but all this is new information
This
to me,
is new.
and I am livid again.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You can't trust law enforcement to help you. They don't do anything proactively. You know what I
No.
mean? Like, mind you, my brother's a cop, but this still makes me feel like, what's the point of trusting someone else when I can just do it myself?
Thank you.
Because in the end, look how she was done.
Yeah.
She did
for
everything she was
existing.
supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
She was done so dirty. And she provided more than enough information. Her parents provided more than enough information. It wasn't confirmed, but allegedly her parents were doing research and trying to find the IP addresses as well. They would just store the IP addresses, and about 2 or 3 of those IP addresses went back to the condo or the surrounding shops in the condo. And so plenty of information. They gave all those IP addresses to the police department, went nowhere.
Nothing went to Michelle's house. I would guarantee that.
Nothing went there. Matter of fact, I think allegedly one of those was Angela's place, like her father's place. One of those IP addresses came from Angela's father's place.
Oh. This is good information.
Like, this is plenty of evidence that could have been used to prevent her spending 88 traumatizing days in jail.
Right, with no toilet paper, no, probably being tormented.
What about the women who end up dead?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, she ended up in jail. She lost her time. She lost, it's traumatizing. It's terrible. But there's women out there who do all of this, get restraining orders, and die.
Yes.
Yeah.
And none of these, these law enforcement agencies have to pay a thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. That's
Yeah.
really
They
good
actually
information.
failed. They failed.
Because that was not in the documentary.
No.
All right. Y'all remember Leslie, right? Okay. She's crying to this day about her friend Ian and how he was wrongly convicted.
Babe, there's so much evidence. What are we talking about?
But this is platonic.
Yeah.
She
I'm
is
sorry.
not in love with him. She loves him as a friend. If you ever see me acting like this in public, slap the shit out of me,
actually,
okay?
knock some sense back into me. I ain't making no sort of sense. She
What?
ain't making no sort of sense.
None.
She is in love with him.
In love. She's been in love with him.
Thank
Even her
you.
saying no, if he were to turn around to this day in prison and be like, I want to be with you, she'd be like, yes.
Yes.
100%.
Everybody, all the Reddit forums, we can all agree.
Everybody know. Come on.
We
Come
can
on,
agree.
Lizzie. Come on,
Be for
Leslie.
real.
So Higley, he came away from this firmly believing that Leslie is in love with Ian.
Thank you.
Even he weighed in on it.
Okay? What do you mean? We're
Girl.
not dumb.
And she says, quote, I think this is what you're talking about. There is no evidence anyone can show me that would make me doubt Ian's innocence. She believes it was all Angela.
You're kidding me right now. He got manipulated by this crazy woman. This woman that she was probably jealous of.
Right.
And that nobody guilty.
Nobody guilty, nobody
guilty.
innocent pleads guilty.
Yeah, nobody innocent pleads guilty.
See, no. Okay. So let's talk about that part because no, we all know that's false. Financial situations make people plead guilty all the time. The color of your skin makes people plead guilty all the time. The manipulation from the police department, the detectives, people in power over these people who were wrongfully convicted. There's so many variables that go into place over pleading guilty or not.
And exhaustion.
And you're
That
like, I'm
part-
tired.
I'm
just
tired. I no longer have the energy, the money, the time
Yes,
to deal with this. I'm just
exactly.
going to plead guilty.
And there's also a way you can plead where you're saying that you have enough evidence against me that I'll probably be convicted, but I'm not claiming guilt either. There's also something that you can do like that.
There's a gray
There's
area.
lots of reasons.
And her place of privilege was saying that is the part that irritated me.
Exactly. Because for you to sit there and when she started, she's like, I wish 2 things, and the second thing was, I wish everybody involved would just tell the truth.
Babe, you too.
You too.
You too.
Take these rose-colored glasses off and be real about this man that you have
were
been
in love.
lusting over for 20 years.
Yeah. Actually, Leslie, bye.
Stop.
Bye.
Stop. All right. So Ian sold the condo while Michelle was in jail.
He's such a punk.
And she never got her down payment back, of course.
Never saw a sense of that.
Not a cent. She cleaned out her savings account. She did, however, get a settlement after suing the Anaheim Police Department.
And now y'all know why.
She deserves every penny.
Yeah.
At the end of the dock, I don't know if this is a place they rented for the dock or if it was her place on the beach, but
It looked great.
It was
Looked
very,
nice.
very nice. I hope that's her settlement money.
You know.
Okay?
Yeah.
But she gave birth to her daughter on the same day Ian was convicted.
poetic as I don't know what.
So poetic.
Disney couldn't have wrote it any better.
Show couldn't have. And that was the end.
Ah,
Wasn't that a roller coaster?
roller coaster, especially the way they decided to tell it.
It was so good.
Like-
I know a lot of people were confused, but I prefer the way they told it this way because it was like a movie.
Yeah.
Just revealing information to me and just slowly. Our editor hadn't seen it. What'd you think?
She said she loved
She
it.
said, I loved it.
That was wild, y'all.
Right?
Wild. Seeing how truly evil Ian was during their relationship, after their relationship, how negligent the Anaheim Police Department was with this case, how innocent Michelle was.
Literally, she did nothing
Like,
wrong.
oh my goodness.
Even the emails that she sent
Were in
those-
response to being traumatized by Ian.
Exactly. It was not anything bad. She wasn't threatening to assault you.
She was saying that the truth will come out, essentially. It had all this, this
religious connotations.
Yeah, but that's what she was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yep.
my God.
So somebody said that Leslie's definitely putting some money on Ian's books. You know she is.
Commissary and everything.
Everything.
Oh my, you
Sending
know
him
she
pictures.
Because
Ugh.
I didn't see a ring on her finger.
See, I already know. I'm a guy. That was a easy little bust down he had every now and then. You know, it just was. She would do anything for him.
Right.
We all know that
right.
kind of girl.
Anything
Yeah.
to this
Yeah.
day. Like you hear all you know she was in the court. She heard all the evidence and you still are like, no.
You're just so blinded.
Mhm.
So blinded.
Yeah. And it was really interesting how Ian got with Angela so fast. He clocked her immediately.
Yeah.
He clocked that she is the perfect person for me to do this because he had already been thinking about it, which you told us with
Yeah.
the stuff he was asking her.
Yeah. And also, good point to bring up. The fact that, one, he held her down in such an aggressive way that
Period.
definitely, that's where my mind went. The fact that he was like, what would you do if you were an inmate, if you were in there for like a sexual assault case or crime? The fact that his immediate thought was to go on Craigslist and initiate rape fantasies. I
Right.
didn't know that was an existing thing. How did you know that was an existing thing?
Exactly.
Makes me think that he is a member of this community or whatever,
Yep.
and he leans in that direction. I need his ex-girlfriends, his
Everybody.
everyone to come out and say, has he harmed you? Has he harmed other people that we do not know about?
Right.
He has a dangerous personality.
Like you started doing this with Michelle.
I don't
This
think
was your
so.
very first time, huh?
Do not think so.
Okay. And that's the thing about Leslie, I think that's pissing everybody off, is she's upholding this behavior.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you will allow all these women to be harmed by him, but he's your friend, so he is innocent. No, that is the opposite of how a woman should act. I'm
Right.
sorry. And it's like, yes, not all women are right. Women lie
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
But you have seen evidence.
Yeah.
And you said flat out, there is no evidence that would make me believe it.
It's like, you're kidding.
What kind of hold does he have on you, sis?
You know, because that's insane.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. I'm sorry. I can't understand it. I need more information.
Right?
What we looking like in the chat?
I don't know, but it's going crazy in the
my
corner of
God.
my eye. She said, I know she cried when he got convicted. I know it.
Oh my God. This comment right here. She would give him a house, food, because he's a hobosexual now. Hobo.
He
not
is a
homo.
hobo. He is a hobo with his homeless ass once he get out of prison.
Weirdos are so intelligent.
Aren't they?
You're actually so smart. I love y'all.
love it.
No way. Yeah, check his browser history. Actually, like, there's no way you knew about this, like, fantasy just off jump. It's like, how did you know about this? How are you so
Right.
well versed in this?
Exactly.
How did you know exactly where to go to find this people? Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Crazy work. There's no way. And he just leans in the abusive area. So yeah,
I don't like it.
no.
They said Leslie and Ian gonna end up on Life After Lockdown. Y'all funny.
Yeah, y'all are really locking in.
Okay, it's late.
Yeah,
People,
everybody's
the
like,
chaos is coming
Right,
out.
yeah, okay, I saw.
who has some wine or like a drink with them right now? Let us know.
Let us know. Yeah, this was wild.
Yeah.
This was a wild story. And like I said, I remember listening to this because I am a true crime aficionado and I listen to the podcast all the time. And it must have been around the time that this happened because it stopped with Angela. And I was like, oh God, Angela was tripping. She went to jail. She went to this. And I was like, story over. But it's true. Nobody was talking about Ian.
Crazy. No one looked further into that?
No.
That's insane. But also, you be telling me sometimes that, like, when women commit crimes, we commit it because something was done wrong to us.
Yes.
Men commit crimes just to commit crimes.
Yeah. They're just like, or my girlfriend in second grade broke my heart or
It's
some
like,
shit.
oh my
and
God,
it's
way
just
back
like, now I'm gonna hurt every woman forever and ever,
holding
amen.
the grudge like a mug.
Yeah.
But like,
my mom, didn't make me dinner every night, and it's just like, really? Why is this everybody else's problem?
exactly. Yeah. I love that we can all agree that Leslie was in love with him.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Clearly.
Stop.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Stop.
Someone said no contest.
Literally no contest. But it's funny that she was mostly our POV of this doc.
Yeah, interesting, right?
She told us the whole story, but she's like, don't ask me to say shit bad against Ian because you're not going to get
my
that,
boo.
okay?
Why did you do the documentary?
Because she wanted to prove him right. Because she was only involved in the stuff that was against Angela, if you notice that. We only got her perspective when it was like, let's talk shit about Angela and what she did. Or Michelle in the beginning when they thought it
Right.
was Michelle. But when it came to the Ian stuff, where's Leslie?
Yeah, where was she at?
Yeah, and he's in prison, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's in prison right now.
In Texas too, so she can't just drive over there tomorrow.
Yeah,
Right.
So he'll see the doc. You know what I mean? Let him know,
You
hey,
were
I'm
loyal.
still loyal.
You were loyal.
I'm waiting on you.
Goodbye. What is this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is creepy.
She's setting the stage. She's like, you can come stay with me with your homosexual ass.
Oh, so
Okay.
we should coin that. Yeah, you should coin that. That was genius. Who said that? Oh my
Man.
God. Yeah, no, this was a wild ride. Definitely.
One thing I did want to mention too is the director and the producer were both women.
Yeah.
So Alexandra Lacey was the director and Emma Supple was the producer. And I think that also is why we're finally getting Ian's story. Because up until now, like I said, it stops with Angela's conviction. But now we go further because these two ladies came together
Right.
and gave us a documentary.
The full
Which is
story.
really sad because that's the first thing I noticed as well. You know, I mean, we look at every single thing from the perspective of the writer, the director, and it just how it was naturally produced.
Right.
But then to notice that in the end, and you go, how hard is it for someone from a man's point of view to see her perspective, Michelle,
Right.
and to judge her accordingly?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like she was afraid that the what is it, the FBI guy or the federal
Oh,
agent?
yeah, DOJ.
That he wouldn't even listen to her.
Right.
Because why would he? He's
Why
a man.
would you?
Right.
And up until this point, no one
No
had
one
listened to her.
had.
Like she apparently had called the cops and she had evidence and they still weren't listening to her.
Yeah, so much evidence, and the fact they did nothing with it is crazy work to me.
Yeah. So to finally have someone who can actually do something about it listening to her, I know she was like, thank God.
Right.
But yes, shout out to directors, the producer, everybody involved with this doc. I thought it was really well made. I thought that, you can't say everything. There's things that are going to be, left out
For sure.
for whatever reason, time, you don't think it's relevant, it doesn't fit into the story, your perspective or whatever. But I actually appreciated this doc a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Whew.
Yeah.
Well,
Right?
that was
Wig
a
blown
crazy
back.
ride, y'all. Oh my goodness. We just want to say thank you again
Yes.
for joining us for this crazy ride. Thank you for the engagement the entire time. We were trying to tell the story and stuff, but we
Right.
saw y'all were
It was
active. So we appreciate that. All the red flags. Thank you guys so much.
Yes.
Don't know what time zone it is for you. If you're new here, go ahead and drop it in the comments. But thank you for joining us. If it's nighttime for y'all, it is for us.
It is.
So thanks for setting your alarms. Thanks for caring.
know.
Thanks.
And join us next time. So every Sunday, 8 p.m. Pacific time. And then we go live Tuesday and Thursday mornings, 8 a.m. Pacific. So come join us and be involved with the stories.
Yeah, with the stories on Tuesday and Thursday, it literally is chaos. So just come for cackles and fun.
Seriously, bring it.
Actually, it's
absolutely.
like so unserious Tuesday and Thursday. This one is like the most like
Structured, and we've got notes. No notes Tuesday, Thursday. We're
you
just
know.
here.
Exactly.
And
Someone
the-
said it's 12:29 a.m. 5:29 a.m. Excuse me.
5 in the morning?
Man, Man, let's give some love to them.
Oh my
Put a heart out
goodness.
there in the
We
chat.
Midnight and
literally
5
love
a.m.
y'all. Thank you so much. We actually
Dedication.
can't even say anything to that because that's
Yes.
insane. Like, thank you so much.
We love y'all so much for coming here and doing this with us.
Because you're taking time out of your days to come join us, and we really, really appreciate that. That means
do.
more than we can even just express right now. That means the
Absolutely.
world. Thank you. That's actually insane. Another one, 12:29 a.m.
Oh my goodness.
Goodbye.
Amazing.
9 p.m.
Yeah, I love it.
Yes.
I always wanted to be this.
Yes.
I don't care how many people, jump on board. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
We still gonna remember, the day ones.
The
you know,
OG
Absolutely.
weirdos.
Absolutely.
And y'all are definitely OG vibes.
Yes,
For sure.
y'all ride with us.
Y'all are so clever and funny and pretty. Like, oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
All right, y'all, we're going to wrap it up for tonight. But the next live again, Tuesday at 8 a.m. PST. Come join us.
Set your alarm.
We look forward to seeing you there. Thank you, loves. Bye-bye.